I'd stopped by the Blue Lagoon, but it was one of those fancy joints that's only open late at night. The place where the rich flock like gilded swans to honk about how well off they were. I hated places like that. In the meantime, I decided to stop by Miss Hammermeister's hotel room. I took the lift up to the 15th floor, and when I was just around the corner from Miss Hammermeister's room, I heard a door open. When I turned the corner, I saw a man leaving Miss Hammermeister's room. I didn't see his face, but I recognized him as a shadow I'd seen at the theater earlier that day.
What? Is this guy following me?
Hello?
There was something enchanting about her beauty. She was sure put together well. You could tell she had money just by looking at the way she dressed. But she was different than all the other entitled rich broads you meet on that side of town. She had class, but she also had dignity and humility, like a real human being rather than some stuck-up creature.
And who might you be? Another cleaning woman?
No, I was a friend of Flo's. Excuse me, Florence's. Josephine Greenwald. But my friends call me Josie.
Right. Martin Elliott's the name, and that's what my friends call me. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Miss Greenwald, was it?
Charmed.
Who is that man that just left here?
Man? There is no man here.
But, you see, I just saw him leave.
I think you must be mistaken, Mr. Eliot. There's no man in this room before you arrived.
But you see, I just saw him.
Doesn't matter who. Look, we aren't going to get anywhere like this. You obviously came here for a reason.
Whatever. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Please.
How did you know Miss Hammermeister? What did your relationship entail?
I was her closest friend. We did everything together.
And when was the last time you saw Miss Hammermeister?
That would be the night she died. We came here before a performance for a drink. She was very obviously bothered by something. She told me it was butterflies before opening night, but I didn't believe her. I could tell she was lying.
And how did you know she was lying?
I told you I was her closest friend. Florence always was a horrible liar.
And did you see her any time after that?
Only from a distance, when I was out in the audience during her performance. But there wasn't any time to see her backstage afterwards. God, I wish I had. Maybe I could have saved her.
Miss Greenwald, there's no sense blaming yourself. Besides, it wasn't your fault.
Do you really think that she was murdered?
I have reasons to suspect so, yes.
Well, you could get that son of a bitch for me.
Well, that's what they pay me the big bucks for. And Miss Greenwald, is there any way I can get in touch with you in case I need to see you again?
I'll be around.
There was something funny about that Greenwald dame. It didn't take years of experience as a detective to realize that she was hiding something. Miss Greenwald had been very careful when she was answering questions. Too careful. She would hesitate over simple matters. But then there was that whole situation with the ghost man who wasn't really there. She didn't seem like the kind of broad who would kill someone. Maybe she was protecting a friend. All I knew was that there was more there than met the eye. The next person on the list was an actor named Kenneth O'Connell. I decided to track him down to the theater. Besides, it wouldn't hurt to stop by there again. Once at the theater, I snuck backstage and found O'Connell's dressing room empty. Some stagehand spotted me snooping around and told me that, you see, Mr. O'Connell was busy rehearsing on stage for that week's performance, you see. So, I decided to stick around and wait for the thespian to conclude the scene he was working on.
Then to the moment I might say, abide, you are so fair. The traces of my earthly day no eons can impair. As I presage a happiness so high, I now enjoy the highest moment. Cut! Cut. No, 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 no. That's all wrong. O'Connell, look, you're supposed to be clearing the path with the devil complete. Here, Faust has seen everything. There's nothing more the devil can offer. Yet you have won, not the devil. Can we act like that? Okay? But I just don't think that works, you see? It means you've got this man who's just lost his love. And he's a servant of the devils and all that. That's just, maybe he's just too heartbroken, too want to save the world. Damn it, O'Connell, that's not how Goethe wrote it. In this story, Faust is saved. He's showing that knowledge is not evil, and that man does not need the devil to gain knowledge. Let's keep it that way, can we? I don't care what some kraut sandwich eating son of a bitch wrote some damn years ago. It ain't got nothing to do with me's here's. Besides, this damn Hunt started this war across the pond anyway. Glad Sweet ain't getting involved. Can it, O'Connell? Alright. Let me see, let's take 15 minutes and then we'll get back here and run this scene how it's supposed to be acted. Mr. O'Connell, may I have a word with you? Looks, I don't have time for signing autographs right now. Okay? Beats it, mister. I'm not an adoring fan, O'Connell. I'm a private detective. Can I ask you a few questions about Miss Florence Hammermeister? Yous private dicks don't let up, do yous? Yous guys really should talk to one another. Wait, what do you mean? Another of yous guys was here earlier asking about Flo's death. He was a queer fellow. So what do you want? Okay, well, how well did you know Miss Hammermeister? We've worked together a lot, practically on everything. She was a great dame. I don't see what a dog has anything to do with Miss Hammermeister. I don't follow yous. Good. I'd have you arrested. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Tough stage. So, you were close to Miss Hammermeister? Yeah. I'd say he's probably the closest friend she's ever had. At least he is at any rate. Really? Yeah. And why'd you asking all these questions anyways? Didn't the police say the Flo's death was an accident? That's what the police think, but I have reasons to believe otherwise. Looks, you done with this nonsense yet? I've got to get back soon. We've got a performance this weekend.